This is the 10,000th time he's been tricked by your apprentice, or at the critical moment of the tribulation retreat. And he has 6 such apprentices. The man is the reincarnation of the golden cicada. As long as you don't die, becoming a god is as simple as a river. But he was bored. Accepted 6 stunning female disciples, and everyone wants to take him for themselves. This is another opportunity was found by the village flower sword Saintfly station. The other party actually wanted to take advantage of the weakness of his retreat, raw rice cooked rice. Who would have guessed that Bai still had mana? Well, I hit the woman's lower dantian. Can anti make a sound? Drool came out. His instinctive reaction to being attacked made him make a move, although not lethal. But it managed to open the distance for Bai. If there is no accident, goodbye is 100 years later. Can raised his head and shouted, "Don't leave me behind." He rushed like crazy to his favorite master. I keep talking about my disciples' fault, but the will to become a god is so strong. Just say, the other 5 disciples didn't know how to cry. What is your phone battery at this time? Type it on the public screen to see who has the same. Bai's other apprentices finally began. But what you see is that the master has turned into countless golden toads, dispersed between heaven and earth, not to mention how sad the apprentices are. Bai felt very strange at this moment. He seems to be in soul and body. The state has been switched countless times. I didn't feel like I was going to soar before. When he woke up again, already in a yellow sand, there are also countless demons chasing and killing a woman. He hasn't come to think about it yet. I was pounced on by a woman. This fragrance is not the blood of his own disciple. The other party's excited Taoist master. Did you come here to save me? Bai looked at the demon with 8-pack ABS in front of him. Dissatisfied, can't you even beat this rubbish? Sydney immediately claimed that my mana has been taken away by the demon lord. The days when the master is away are really hard for me, and your other disciples are scattered. I'm the only one here waiting for the master to leave the library. The way of cheer, Sydney, although acting into a separation. But this intention is absolutely true. But their ignorance made the demons feel insulted. He yelled at me to crush you, little chicken. Kebab just played one game. He was sent flying thousands of miles. Although one move solved the opponent, but Bai found something wrong. His cultivation actually regressed. In order not to worry the apprentice, Bai had no choice but to put away Q wrangling and find a way. After returning to the mountain, Bai tried to restore his realm in the bad soil, but found that the god in the body and the neck did not move. And then Sydney barged in and called me to serve the master to bathe. Bai thought it would end if he let the other party rub his back. Who knew Sydney would take an inch? The whole person got into the tub. He also muttered that the disciple had waited for the master for so long. There should be some reward. After a man fails to become a man, his cultivation will regress to nothing. More female disciples took advantage of the situation, coveted his body. Who knows, just when the other party wanted to ask for the reward of the master every day. Bai's cultivation actually began to rise slowly. At this time, the red-faced Sydney also found an abnormality. Bai pushed it away. It means that the teacher has something to do first. Shiliang Tai, Master Crown Prince, who has just entered the state, and as soon as the other party, White's cultivation has indeed stopped rising. He couldn't help but be distressed. Do you want to practice with your apprentice in the future? Therefore, for the first time that night, he did not refuse his apprentice's bedtime. After Shirley falls asleep, Bai quietly picked up the magic trick, and it didn't work. Just at this moment, Shirley rolled over and hugged her. Bai immediately rushed to the rapid spread of mana. But he had the point of meeting Sydney in his mind. He was still a child at that time. But he was trying to belittle the other party for the sake of cultivation. Bai couldn't take care of himself. The distance is widened again. But I don't know the child of that year. I already have my own judgment and needs for emotions. What is your phone battery at this time? Type it on the public screen to see who is as destined as you are. Bai, who has been up all night, just got up. I turned around and saw Sydney lying on the bed with a shy face. He is still acting like a spoiled master. Sleep with me for a while. A shiver in the class. You lost sleep. The two went to the nearby market to attend the class. Searching around for news about the demons. But I don't know why. Sydney always has consequences in the dark. No one dared to say a word more. And all this, Bai, who lost his cultivation, didn't notice it at all. Most importantly, he will not doubt his apprentice. The day goes by quickly. Unconsciously, the two walk to the pleasure inn. Facing the enthusiasm of the lady boss, the two were invited into the store before they had a chance to speak, and opened the queen room for them. Sydney is happily lying on the bed for a hug. He also stuck out his little tongue and put on a seductive look. This, catching that the lady boss called today's young people really know how to play. Bai had to flee. But while she was taking a shower in her room, I heard Sydney's exclamation. Bai immediately got dressed and kicked open the door. I saw my apprentice lying on the bed disheveled. There is also an extremely ugly demon on his body. Hundreds of kilometers interpretation, but I have to try my best. The woman was pinned to the bed and couldn't move. He was also riding an ugly demon ancestor. Strange thing is, go with smart eyes. And the demons are trembling and afraid of insufficient. Where did the defeat come from? Obviously lost all skills, but had to fight. Who knows the devil is the first? Time takes the initiative to let you go. Sydney immediately threw herself into the arms of the master. But at this time, the white face turned red. The bath towel on the apprentice's body fell off without realizing it. Bai awkwardly released his hand. I don't know what to do. Facing the apprentice's request to sleep with him, Bai was determined not to agree. But his body is so honest. It is the limit to be able to hold the last bottom line. And more importantly, he needs to regain his strength to protect the snow. What is your phone battery at this time? Type it on the public screen to see who has the same. The next morning, Gibbon got up early to avoid embarrassment, but was met with strong dissatisfaction from Sydney. Finally, I had to agree to go shopping with him. Just as Sydney happily went out, a wounded man lied in front of them. There are a lot of demons behind him. Although the urgent shift is not chaotic, you know, the king and apprentice stickers have grown a lot of cultivation. I saw him wave his hands. I took out 10 wind and thunder golden fire beads, and pushed mana to shoot at the monster. Then came a series of explosions. Sydney was at the side, not knowing if she was afraid. Or do you feel sorry for your own monster? Who knew that Bai was too arrogant? Directly attracted the leader of the demon race. After perceiving the strangeness behind him, Bai immediately activated the innate supernatural power and did not move the golden tone. However, although the supernatural power is good, it is not durable enough. Bai, who had exhausted his true was directly sent flying out. The strong inertia almost slammed him into the wall. Seeing the demon leader approaching step by step, Bai had to close his eyes in resignation. Fortunately, a mysterious woman came to the rescue at a critical moment. The two had zero distance contact. Red faced Bai. I actually found that my injury is recovering. Gosong graciously pulled up Bai, then prepared to continue to destroy the Magic House hundreds. I want to figure out the secret of my recovery from my injuries, but was stopped by the vinegar jar Sydney. Maybe the fate of the two is not over. That night, Gibbon discovers that Gosong has been captured back to the town by a monster. Without saying a word, he is just a tree, wind, thunder, gold, and 5 Then he took the opportunity to grab Gosong and jump down. He turned back and told Sydney to take good care of each other, then faced the monster that reacted to the sneak attack alone. Sydney is worried that the master wants to come forward to help, but the urgency of machismo. How could it make the disciple anxious? He inspires mana. He actually summoned several ancient swords. The violent and invincible pig demon was destroyed, just as Bai was about to leave with Sydney. Gosong suddenly fainted. Not to mention how reluctant Sydney is, Bai insists on holding Gosong on the road together. A day later, Gosong finally woke up. He also winked at Bai. But I don't know that Sydney has been eyeing the tiger from the side. As soon as you get angry, you have to do it. Bai thought he had all his mana. Can't stop this blow. Who knows Gosong in his arms? It was actually sending him a steady stream of spiritual energy. As a result, Shirley was sent flying by the pound. Bai immediately felt that something was wrong.